Hello friends, welcome to Intuites.
Let's begin the class.
Okay, so in the last class, we have discussed about how to create the pandas data frame from a dictionary and couple of stuffs like how to access the member and you can say the type and describe info, all these things we discussed. And few topics we discussed like based on how index value or the level index value, how we can access the members of your data frame, right? So iloc and the loc, these two methods we slightly discussed. So let's focus on that, right? Everything is clear on the panda sides? Hello, yes, you are there. Am I audible?
Yes, Samir.
Yes, yes.
Now let's do some practice, okay? So first of all, let me print my data frame first, okay? So that I can understand that, okay, this is my overall data, right? So this is the different data that I am available, okay? So I am not able to do this. One second, let me run this again. Oh, this coming full screen. WhatsApp it is coming like this. Okay, anyway, that is fine. Okay, so now just understand this is your data. Okay, now tell me if I want to print, did you guys practice this much on this or no? If I gave 0, then what will be my output here?
You'll get
Name
Samir,
Samir, Priya, Ajit.
Priya, and Ajit.
Yeah, that's right. Mm, oh, sorry, we need to use iloc function. Sorry. We are getting only this one, right? First row. 0th means the first row. Why you will get column wise? 0 means first parameter of the pricing. As you understand in the numpy also, the first parameter is for row, right? And if you give 2, then
Ajit.
You will get the email.
okay, let me copy this for you
Yeah.
in a notepad so that you can understand. Okay, this is my data. And if I give 2, 0, comma 2, what should we get it here?
XYZ at
So
ABC. The
we are
email.
referring to the 0th row and second column. So this is 0, this is 1, this is second. So this second email you are getting, right? Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now suppose let's take. I'm just overviewing this one. So and this what we'll get it. Tell me now. Come here. Give me the output. 1:3, comma 2.
Priya, ABC. ABC.com.
Check. Try one more time.
No, female and ABC. Sorry.
Sorry. Come again.
It will come to the second row and it will take female and give ABC also. ABC.com.
Just check one more time. The first parameter is for 1:3,
One.
which on the row side, right? So it will
Yeah.
consider the first row and second row because anyway the third will be never be there,
Never
right?
there.
Because yeah, these two needs to be considered. These two. From there, what we are saying,
The
second number
email will
column,
become abc.com
abc.com and
and
d.com. That's
df.com.
got it. Got the point? So this is the way the index and slicing work for the pandas data frame because the data frame is built on the numpy 2D array, almost the same. So whatever you are doing on the numpy slicing, the same work here. Okay, but here the only thing is challenge here in the sense the random numbers. Random numbers in the sense just think like this is a very small set of array, right? So only 3 rows of data is out there. Suppose you have 100 or 1000 or 10,000 rows of data and you want to get some random numbers. Like suppose I want to get 0, then 2, then 4, then 5, then 8, something like that I want, right? So that is not possible through this, right? It's just, the step size also it is not possible, right? If I give a step size of 1 or 2 or whatever may be, then that will be a continuous process. But here we are talking about the randoms, right? Understand the problem? Getting it?
Yes.
So that time your syntax would be slightly different. Okay.
Could you repeat
How
it
you will,
again, Samir?
okay. So here suppose let's take you have a 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, everything is there, right? 7, 8, 9. Let's take 9 and 10. You want to get the random numbers. Like I want 1, then I need 5, then I need 7 or 8. These are the things I need. So we can't do through the index slicing, right? I can do that because, okay, anyway, I will start from 1. Let's take, and I will go till my end of the string. But what will be my step size here? Nothing, right? Because if I give 2 step size, it will consider 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, right? But what I need the random. Like 1 I need, then let's take 3, then I need 7, then I need 3. So my step size is random, right? It's never is a qualified one. So this, in this case, it is impossible to get through the this slicing process. Got the point?
Yeah.
So that time, what I need to do here is that there will be a different syntax would be. So I will say df.employee dot iloc. Then I need to give inside the list. So I'm giving one list inside the give. I can give my number, random numbers. Okay, so I say 0, then 2, then I can specify any number here, index. Okay, 0 comma 2 comma 7 comma 5, whatever maybe you can specify any number of index. Okay, then the second parameter would be whether you want the column number 0 or column number 1 or column number 2, whatever you want. From that range you can select, but this is the way you can put your random index. Okay, so now it will display me the 0th index and the second index, and from there the first column, the Samir and the Ajit. Got the point? Make sense?
Yes.
And even column also you can do the same list. Suppose you want your column needs to be from your 0 comma 2, that also you can do that. Okay, so now here I'm saying from the row wise we are saying the first row and second row, and from the column side also I'm saying the first row, sorry, 0th row and the second row. So that also is possible. Okay, random indexes through the iloc. Make sense? Any questions?
Where it could be used, Samir?
Arbitrary numbers actually. I'll give you implementation for the iloc, but normally iloc um, is, let's say it's index based, right? So in list, in tuple, in dictionary, it is quite okay, like if you go with the index. But in a data frame, as the data frame is stores like a 2D array, like in the form of a table, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's better to access through the name, that we'll see it after this, by the name of the columns or instead of the index, right? That's a better way. Okay, but
Okay.
I will give an exercise of this implementation on the exercise on the iloc. That will be quite helpful. Okay, I'm
Okay.
just going through the each and every concept right now. Just concentrate on that. Okay,
Okay.
so now next, so this is the way iloc works. So iloc is nothing but your index location, or you can say the integer location. And second method is to get the data from the data frame or the pandas data frame is called the location. Location is based on the level. So how it will work now, say df underscore employee is their location here. Okay, in the location I can pass, first let's take, in this case I want to pass the index or the which row I want to access, that I want to give it. From there I need to give the name or the index or the level. So I say name here. Okay, so you will say that this is an iloc is same, but it's not same. So here we are saying that the first number of row, and from there access the name only. So what will be my output if I say this? Just understand that I don't have this much of data. I have this much only. Okay, so I'm saying on the first number of row I need
Priya.
the name. What else?
Priya.
Priya should,
Priya.
Priya should get. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It is giving Priya. Now I am accessing through the name. See, I'm not getting in the column name. I'm not giving any kind of index. But in the iloc, both are the index. Row is also index and column also is in index, right? But in the location or the location method is the row is anyhow it is will be index wise, but the column which you want to access that will be a name based or the level based. Okay, make sense? And
Yes.
even we can access any number of columns here. Okay, so I can say what are the next column? I can say gender or email. Let's email. I can access multiple columns also
Samir,
here.
Samir,
Go ahead.
which screen are you sharing it right now?
Pandas, NumPy only. Sorry, PyCharm only.
No. You are sharing like output screen or you are typing because I can see only output screen.
Sorry, come again. What is that?
No, I can see the output screen. I'm not seeing the code. Your
We
screen is
are not
freezed, I
getting.
think.
Is it for everybody, guys?
No, we are able to see the code.
No, I'm able
Yeah.
to see only the screen with the output screen.
Then I think Mugan, you need to rejoin again.
I joined it 2 times, so the same thing. So let me join it again.
Now what you are seeing?
I'm seeing the output screen, the name,
No,
gender, email. Okay, that's the screen I'm seeing it.
no. Then what you guys are seeing? Others? What you are seeing right
Yeah,
now?
I can see the code screen
Code
also.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Okay,
there is
let
an
me
issue.
read. Okay, can you just be online or let me rejoin it again?
So now here the syntax would be slightly different. See, first I'm saying the index, and inside the list, I'm giving a list of the columns. Okay. So whichever column you want to access, and make sure that whatever the column in the data frame, the what I call the case sensitivity works here. If it is email with e caps, then it should be, because Python is case sensitive. Now if I run this, then I will get my name and my email as well,
Email
both.
address.
Okay. So this is the advantage of your log.
Lock.
Okay. So it's quite helpful here. Okay. And even you can do here like this also. This is another syntax to write. So suppose you want to access, uh, suppose let's take you want to access from the row side. I want to start from 0 and end at 2. Let's take. So what I'll do, I will say 0 is to 2. So I'm just in this data frame. It is all the numbers, or you can say 0 and 1. Okay, and I can this instead of list, I can just do like this as well. Okay, just not do one thing. One second. Not change this. I can put a comment here, and I can modify this one slightly different with the same output or different output. So 0 to 2. Instead of this, I can specify with a key value pairs also. Okay. So I will say name to the email. This is also is works. So it is saying that go from the 0th index till second index, means it will not consider the second index. It will come 0 and 1, and from that key value pair is name and email. Both the columns needs to be accessed. So here what will be my output? If I say
Samir XYZ at abc.com and Ajit
no,
def.com.
not Ajit, Priya.
No, Priya.
0.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Priya.
yeah, yeah. See, but is it giving Samir, Priya, Ajit also, right? Here only is giving everything, right? Output. It is
Yes.
considering the second also, right? Yeah. Just remember in this case, whenever you are using your lock function, and whenever you are giving like this the function like 0 to 2, this is the only case I found in Python that it will consider the last index as well. Why? There is a specific reason for this. So normally when you are putting up any Python in index, right, it will never consider the last index. That we are absolutely correct, right? Are you agree on that?
Yeah.
You will never, right? But in this
Yes.
case, if you are saying 0 2, ideally it should not consider 0 and 1 exactly, but it's considered 2 also. Why? Because the location is based on the label based rather than index based. Still you are giving 0 to 2. He is saying that boss, go to 0 1 2 and get me the name and email, because the location is based on the level based rather than the index based. That is the only reason it is giving me 0, 1, 2, everything, all the data. Make sense? Are you good?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Samir.
So
Yeah, here, Samir, here level means row. We are giving 0, 1. Row means it will consider first, second, third row. But here level means what's
level means this, the columns. We are taking,
that?
if you see the iloc, how it is working. So we are saying 1, 2, comma 3. Then second also we are giving index, second number of column. But here we know the column name, we need to access to the column name. That is more efficient way to access it, because each and every time you don't understand the index, and it is very hard to get the index number as well, right? To understand, because
Okay.
it's a big data frame, which number is 2, which number is 3, we don't understand, right? So what I'm saying
Yes.
that go and access the name and email. That's it. So we know the column names, we'll access to the column name. That's what the location will be helpful. Okay, make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Samir. Yeah,
Yeah,
got it. Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So now let's try and understand one more topic here. So let me create a new file, and this is which file? Introductions to Pandas. Where is that? Okay. And let me create a new file. Pandas CSV. Pandas CSV. Okay. Now here, now let me import first. Pandas as PD. So now what I need to do here in this case, I want to create a data frame by reading one CSV file. We will understand the CSV, then Excel, then we will go to the database. Everything will cover in Panda. So let's start with a very basic one. So basically, I have one CSV file with the orders data. This I will provide you. Very basic, superstore data only I copied up. So it's a like the CSV file with couple of columns I have. Okay. So like the normal one, order date, ship date, all these things. So that this I want to read it through my Python. Let's suppose. Okay. And here my files and my things are not available on the same. So let me copy this. And let's say I'm creating a data frame equals to what I'll do. How to create the data frame, right? So PD. Normally,
PD
how you
dot
are doing the data frame?
PD
We are
dot data
creating.
frame.
Yeah. So whenever you have a dictionary, then you are creating a data frame out of that using the data frame object. But now we need to read the file, the CSV to create it. So you need to use the read.csv. Okay, read.csv format. All right, and here I need to use this, and I need to use my. Let me check that file at orders.csv or what? Oh, capital. So now I want to run orders dot CSV, and I think we need to give here double slash. Let me run this. I think I should get an error here. Okay, yeah, it's already showing me. That's fine. So let's slash it one. Sorry, I think it should work. Still working error number no such
Three
directory
slashes
order.
came there. 4 slashes have come.
Oh, why like that? It should be users, right? I'm just giving here one. Run pandas. Okay. So here, this is a typical problem which I saw in PyCharm, which you will not get others. Like UTF code, something binary something is coming up. Okay. I think you will also face the same thing when you are giving this. And one more thing, why I am giving double slash here? This is not compulsory for everything. Okay. Here, because what is happening is my file is available under users folder. And in the /u, right? In Python, it is called the Unicode characters. So whenever the /u comes up, Python understands it's the bytecode. So in this the path, he's not able to understand the /u is what. So that's what, to avoid it, I'm giving as double slash. So that's what, it's not compulsory on each and every path, unless if the path started from the u word, u/u. Okay, that you need to remember. First thing is that one. Second thing is, somehow in PyCharm, this is one encoding format is coming, and I just Google it up. I found that we need to use one encoding format here, and I think you also need to use this. So encoding equals to, if you are on Windows, I don't know about the Macs, you can just take it out whether it's working or not working. So Windows -1252.
Is Samir,
Go
sorry
ahead.
to interrupt again. So your audio is clear, but I couldn't see your screen like the first line alone. Okay, after that, I don't know what you're typing it. I couldn't even see. I joined with my window. I joined with my mobile also. The same problem.
Is it
Okay,
for
I can,
everybody, guys?
yeah, I can see, I can listen to the audio, what you are saying. Okay, the audio is
Mm-hmm.
sync. Okay, but the screen is right. I can see only one line, like read. Okay, df equal to pd dot read csv. That's it. It's a froze. After that, it's a freeze. Okay, whatever you're talking. Okay, I can able to listen. Okay, but nothing. Okay, I joined my mobile. I thought of the problem with the, okay, I joined with the mobile data everywhere. Only first time it's showing. After that, it's a freeze.
What
Because this
about
is a
others,
third
guys?
I'm joining the third device. All three devices
Uh-huh.
I'm having the same problem.
I can understand, but I just asking others what is the problem? Like same problem or it's okay?
Murugavel, possibly, okay, no offense. Possibly it is your network error. We are able to
No,
see from
no,
our.
no problem, right? I can see audio. I can see if the network are right audio. Okay, it's a one, not
Yeah,
only
audio
one
will
device.
be.
Okay,
Yeah, audio will
okay.
be
I
easily.
joined. Even I joined from my mobile data, Wi-Fi, everywhere. This I'm joined the third device.
No,
I
no,
never
Morgavan,
faced this.
no, no, it's not offense. We are not denying that you are not facing the problem. The problem is like everybody is seeing the same thing, then how it could be one system problem? That's what my question. That is the only thing.
Um,
It's not for universal, right? Everybody is seeing the screen properly
which
and it
screen?
is moving.
What is that? What is the data you start doing it now? Can you stop and share your screen for 1 minute? Can you stop and share your screen, Samir?
Okay. Now
Okay, can
what
you
you are
share
seeing?
now? I can see
Now what
the
you,
blank, no screens, nothing.
no, no screen, right? Okay. Now what you are seeing?
I'm seeing the blank screen, nothing.
What about others?
We are able to see. I am able to see your
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
now
screen.
I
can.
can see.
Yeah,
Both
I
Now
can
I
screens.
see.
can
Yeah.
see. Now I can see there is only two line of code. Correct?
Yes.
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 Okay. Now I'm able to see.
Okay. Okay, let's run it now. So we need to include this one liner. We are working on Windows system on PyCharm. Okay. So this is one extra line you need to add it when you are reading the path or whenever you are giving a path. Okay. So let's run this or whenever you face this. Okay. Or rather in this file. So now if I run this, should not have any error. Yeah, I don't have any error here. So this we need to include it. Okay. And I don't know about the Mac, so I am not sure whether it will work or not. Just figure it out on the Mac side how it will work. Okay. Now suppose I am printing
Samir,
now
one
my
second. Is it
word.
Windows hyphen 1252?
Yeah. It's a hyphen
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
1 to 5. At least in this file I found this problem. because this I converted into from an Excel file to CSV file for your understanding. So after that, there is some encoding error. I got it. Maybe there is some changes happen and it's not able to convert into proper CSV. But I just found out that you can use this to avoid that error. Okay, and this is not like this you need to use everywhere. Whenever you face this error, you can try it out. Okay, all right. So now if I print this data, okay, if I print this data, so I will normally I will not get all the columns and all the rows in Pandas data frame because the data sets sometimes it will be very huge. Like in this case also it is around 10,000 or 9,994 rows are there and even 21 columns are there. So what Pandas will do, it will give you the first 5 rows and bottom 5 rows and couple of columns like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not the proper data set, but somehow you can read the file whatever there in the CSV. Make sense? First of all, we'll see how to get the all the rows and all the columns. We'll see, but this is the way you have running your data and running the CSV file. Okay, and you are assigning to a data frame. Make sense? Now, couple of options I have. So let's take, I want to get the first 5 rows. Okay, like top 5, bottom 10, top 10, bottom 10, all these steps, just like a SQL. What I will do for the top 10 and bottom 10 in SQL?
You use the top 5 in the
Hmm,
select.
hmm.
Top
And
comments.
there, yeah, and there is no bottom. We need to say descending order, right? So like that.
Yeah,
But
descending.
The reverse order.
but in the data frame, we have an option called data frame dot head. This is for, let's say I am giving 10. So it will give you the first top 10 rows from the data frame. df dot head. Okay. It will give you the first 10 rows. Make sense? Okay. Like that, we have
So
another function called, go ahead, any question?
in the head, on what basis it sorts from the row ID?
Index. Index.
Exact.
This is the index is going on, right? Slightly. See, in the first, this is index,
Oh,
right? This is not part of the column. This is a index 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Row number, I can say.
okay.
But exactly the numbers, index, row number. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the below output is coming but the bottom 10. Okay. So this is the two method I can use, the head and my tell method. Okay. Make sense? Any questions up to here? See, this is Pandas is almost like a SQL only. If you understand SQL completely, quite easy to understand the Pandas as well, because Pandas is almost like that one only, slightly. Okay. Now, suppose I want to print, let me uncomment this, and parallelly, let me open up the CSV file. Okay, so that I can have the column name. Suppose in this case, what I need, suppose you want to access only the order ID, only specific columns. Okay, just like a select statement. So what I will do for that one? So I will say print. There are two ways to do it. Okay. The first is I can put the data frame and inside the list, just like a list format, I can give the column name. So I can give order ID. Okay. This is the first way to access any specific column from your CSV. Let's run this and you will get only the order ID only. Okay. First way, or the same syntax you can use through one more way also. So I can say print df dot order ID. This also I think it should work. Let me check. Df dot order ID like this. Not sure. Let me check. Huh? No, just giving me a syntax error here. Syntax error. So, or maybe or maybe like this. Df dot order ID, something like that. Let me check. Just give me a second. Because this or dot syntax I never followed actually. No, it's a syntax error. I'll check the dot one because I normally use this way in my projects as well. It's a practice but there is a dot operation also there, like the data frame dot the column name, data frame dot column name. I'll see that how the syntax would be. But anyway, so this is the way you can access your particular column from a data frame. Okay. Now, suppose you want to access multiple columns. Okay. So let's take suppose order ID, order date. Okay. And let's take your category. These are the three columns I want to access from the data frame. How I will do it? Any basic idea? What should I do it? From the syntax, what are the five number row I have given? Any idea how I will do it?
By using comma, can we do that?
Okay, comma here. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So let's take order date, right?
Yes, order date,
Yeah. So order date.
customer.
Then let's take category. Okay. So
Okay.
something like this. If I run this, what is saying? Key error. Key error is what? It's just category only. Somehow this give me a second. Maybe it should be a list of lists. I think so. Yeah. So it should be a list of lists so that I can get my order ID, order date, and my category. Okay. So inside the list is your what you are want to access from the data frame, and outside is your the inside outside the list which you want to access from the data frame. Okay. So this is the way we can access your multiple columns from your pandas. Okay. And anyway, Morgan, you joined. Your issue sorted out. Hello.
Yeah, I joined it, but still, right? I get a one statement. Right now, I can see the print DF order ID. Okay, you are getting a syntax error, right? After that, the screen is freezed, but I can hear your audio. Okay,
Um.
even I rebooted my modem also. So I
Mhm.
don't know what is the problem. Okay.
Problem. I don't think so. It's from my end rather. If something is lagging on your screen only.
Because I joined it 4 5 times and I restarted the modem also.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's a screen got freezed, but there is definitely not with the network issue because in other side my other videos are streaming it. I checked with I stream some videos also. I'm able to stream the videos. Okay, there is no lag on that video stream, but only here the PyCharm screen will get freezed.
Yeah, that's true. That to be you for you only, Morgan. It's not for others.
Okay,
Uh,
I don't know.
if it's a universal, that I can assume that okay, there is a problem on my system. Everybody is
But
there is any lag for you others?
No.
Anybody else
No.
are able to see properly? Okay. Anyway,
yeah,
so
you
let's
can
go ahead.
continue. Okay, but it can Samir, can you please share the thing? Okay, as soon as possible, so I can watch the video. Okay, session
No.
recording mode.
Yeah.
Can you share it as
Okay.
soon as possible? Not in the late evening and all because. Okay, that's right. Can you
Okay. We'll see.
share it
We
as
will
soon as
see.
possible? Okay.
We will see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So see this is the way we can access multiple columns from your data frame. That's fine. But it is quite hard to write here directly. Instead of that, what everybody do, or you should also do that, is that create a list. Okay, so let's take column equals to create a list of what you want to extract. So let's take these are the columns I want to extract. First, create a list of that. Then finally, instead of writing all these things, I can pass that list here. Okay, this is quite helpful because only place, suppose you want another column, then I can write here directly, in the list itself, so that I no need to change everywhere wherever I'm using the data frame, right? This is the best way possible to use your select statement on the pandas. Okay, output will be same, but it is more convenient way. All right, any questions up to here?
Samir, you
Do
did
you guys
something with df dot order ID and it gave you an error.
where?
No, earlier you did df dot order ID. That means how to access a specific column you were.
How to do that,
Uh,
you know?
no, just a vague guess.
Don't know.
Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah, if I can put it as a variable and say df dot order ID and print that variable, will it come? Df dot
There is,
order ID. I mean, give it as a
oh,
column,
it's like a column. Okay,
like
like
how you
this.
did now.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Say
like
A
this
is
also.
equal to df dot order ID.
Yeah, dot order ID.
No,
Like
you
this
just
also.
type. You just type. I'm just without quotes.
Without quotes. Without quotes, it will throw an error because it's a space word, right? Or let's try one thing. Just give me a second. Df dot city. Is the city spelling? C is
CIT.
capital.
Yes, is capital.
Okay, let's try to run this and see.
Yeah, it is
City,
coming.
yes.
City, Miami, everything is coming.
There is
Possibly
a
because there is a space between order ID.
I think so. I think so. Let me recommend this and just see the only one output so that I can understand. Yeah, I'm getting it. Yes. So maybe there could be an issue on the order ID. Then how to access that? That's the biggest thing, right? So
Um,
df.city, then I think I need to put
in
like
SQL,
this.
we have put it in a square bracket and we have done.
Mm, yeah, exactly. That also
So
I'm
can
trying it. Df. No, it's just throwing an error only.
yeah.
Name is not
So can we
expected.
put that order ID as a variable for something?
Mm, no variable. How I'll put the variable and this one. Okay, we'll see that. I'll do some research on this. Okay, when there is a space.
Okay.
But anyway, you saw that there is another way to access it. Okay, so this is when there is no space available on the columns, then you can directly access through this. Okay,
What
but
if
I
we
will
put a dot without dot if we try? I'm
no
sorry.
either dot or through the
No,
square
without
bracket.
dot and square bracket. Just, I'm sorry.
Without dot, square bracket
And put
like this.
order ID in a square bracket.
That will come. That will come.
Without,
That will come.
oh yeah, that is what you had. I guess you
I
removed it.
expect. I
Yeah,
already
you
explained
explained
that.
it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
explained it.
That is fine. This
Yeah,
will
yeah,
work.
sorry.
That is not an issue. Okay, but my all the syntax whenever I'm working on this one, I always prefer this way. That's up to your choice whether you
Hmm.
want to data frame dot you want to go for column name or you want to put in a square bracket column name. Okay, that's your choice. But I usually prefer this way, and in my code everywhere you will find once in a while dot, but otherwise you will find like this one because I follow a certain syntax. Okay. Anyway, so this
Thank
is
you,
the
Samir.
way. Yeah. So this you understand, this is column and this is the column. So you can have like this, right? So whenever you have a list of IDs, then you can access through this. Okay, all right. Any questions up to here? Do you have a question, head, tail, on anything?
Yes, Samir, I have question in random.
Hmm.
So yeah, we don't define any random, right? Random variable or anything, but we just give a column and rows in two values. So how we take as a random, how we print the values in random before one?
I didn't get your question. Like this is
Yeah,
context
before
from this,
yes, Samir, before one, the first one we are seeing, right? Random.
which random?
Yeah, in this by using lock,
Okay.
iloc, yeah, iloc. We don't mention random or anything, but just we are giving a row value 0, comma 2 and column value 0, comma 2. But it
This
giving the value in random, right? Next one, next line.
this one. Yeah.
Yes.
This is not random number. This is random index. It's not
Uh,
number. It is
yeah,
the
index.
index number.
Yeah, but how it consider it as random? We have to give the output as random. Like we don't
Not
mention
ran.
any. Yeah, okay.
Not random. We're saying we want to randomly access the index. Like I want to access 0 index, then I want to access 2 index, then I want to access 5 index, then
Yes.
I want to access 10 index. That's the
Yes.
random way you are accessing. So that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. 0, comma 2.
Okay, we
So it will
don't.
consider the sorry.
Okay, so we don't need to give any. We don't need to define random. Like we don't need to give the syntax random or anything. It will
This is
consider
not this
automatic.
is this is not a random number. What you are talking about in
Yeah,
NumPy.
yeah, yeah,
This is
Samir.
index.
Yeah, this is not a random number, so it will give the random index outputs, right? Like whatever the rows
That
I want, if I want one,
ha
5, 8, yeah, like
yeah
that.
exactly
So yeah,
exactly.
so here we don't need to mention that, like because it's normally it will come in some sequence like 0, 1, 2, 3 or 0, 2, 5 like that. But if I want in random, we have to mention it, right? But we don't need. That's why I'm asking.
We need to give in a comma separated. Normally, when you
Okay.
give like this, how you are accessing your members in normal index? Suppose I have a 10
Okay.
rows of data. If I give 0 to 5, then what are the index I will get it? How many rows I will get it?
Okay. From 0 to 4. 0,
0 to
1,
4.
2, 3,
0,
4.
1, 2. This is continuous, right? You will
Yes.
get
Yeah.
continuous. Okay. What I'm saying that from this 10 index, normally, if I give after that, if I give a step size of 2, then what I'll get it?
Yeah.
0,
0, 2, and 4.
4. That's it, we will get it. Okay. Now
Yes.
my requirement is out of this 10 index, I need first index first, then I need 6 index, then I need 9 index. Which is possible through this?
No.
No, right? Then this need to put it as a comma inside this, whatever index you want.
Oh, only with comma. Okay. It will take it's a random one, so it will give us random
Yeah.
number display. Okay, Samir. So
Got it?
and also if we yeah, Samir, and also if we give one value, it will take us row, and if we give two value, it consider as column, right, Samir? In number.
First parameter is the row. After the comma, whatever you are giving, the second parameter you are referring to the columns
Okay,
in
Samir.
a
Yeah.
2D array.
Yeah. Thank you, Samir. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Now, a couple of things. Suppose let's understand the what you call so like a distinct keyword with the combination of a group by. Okay, exactly group by I will discuss tomorrow or next chapter. But let's understand in the category column. Try to understand. Suppose in the category column, I have, if I expand it, I have three categories: furniture, office supplies, and technology. These are the three unique values I have inside my category, right? So that I want to display through my Pandas data frame. So how I will do it? I will say, this is, I'm just on a comment, and I will say like this. So I will say print df, then I need to access the category column, right? So either I can use df dot category or df inside the category. Either I explain you completely, okay? So it's your choice how you want to do it. Okay, make sense? This is up to here. It is clear, right? Okay. Now I need to put my thing. There will be a unique method will be there. Where? Yes, inside. Sorry, unique. Yes. So if you say it like this, the df category dot unique, then it will give you the distinct value from that particular column. Okay, so then it will give you a list of all the unique value inside that. It is called the furniture, office supplies, and technologies. Okay, no questions? Now another one is unique. You understand? Unique is nothing but is a distinct from your SQL. Okay. Now the next thing is we need to understand the count. Okay. So suppose just like a group by, and group by we have a separate section for the pandas, but somehow this will treat it like a uh, what you call like a group by. So let's understand. So I'm saying df dot category dot value counts. There's a function called value counts, and if you want run this, you will be able to see how many rows I have for the office of classes, and how many I have the furniture, and how many I have the technology. This is more of a group by and count, like count star. This is somehow like the count star comma category group by your category. What I am doing here in the value. Okay, got it? Any questions up to here?
No.
And even we can give multiple columns also here. So I can give. So it will consider now if you are giving a multiple value, then I need to give multiple list as well. So insert the list like this. Then I can run this and it will give me the output of each category, each city, and how many rows I have. That also is possible. Okay, makes sense up to here. We are good.
Yes.
Now I want to explain you the filters in data. So I will explain you this filter first on a smaller data frame, data object, so that you can understand what is exactly happening. Then you can apply the same thing onto your orders CSV as well. So let's switch on to your the dictionary which you have created, and let's try and understand your this one. Okay, because there is three sets of data, I can understand completely that what exactly happening on my filter. Okay, so let's try to filter. So what I'll do here, say print df underscore employee, and I will say inside that I will put my gender. Okay, equals to male. What do you think this will be give me the output? Just think and tell me. What I'm saying that from this data frame, give me the gender equals to male. What will be my out? What do you think from this data frame normally?
Samir and Ajit.
Just
It's row of Samir and Ajit.
Samir and Ajit. And others?
Same answer like Samir and Ajit.
Okay, let's understand. But the output is completely different. Is it giving me true, false, true? So it is giving me all the outputs, and whenever there is a satisfaction of the condition is satisfying, it is giving me a true, and whenever it is not satisfying, it is giving me false. So in the first row, it is true, second row, it is false, the third row, it is true. So it is a Boolean expression, and it is across each and every row. So here, it will never filter anything. It will just go to each and every row of your data frame, and whenever this condition is satisfying, it will give you true, and whenever the condition is not satisfying, then it will give you false. Make sense? First part is clear. Okay. Now if that is the case, then what I will do here in this case, I can pass this information to a variable. Let's take um, filter FLT or FLT. Yes, filter equals to this in a bracket. Even when you have a single condition, right, like this, we will not, it is not that square bracket, the round bracket is not compulsory. Without that also you can write it, but make it as a habit. Whenever you are writing the filter condition, please put it inside your round bracket so that it will be easier to understand. Okay, now after that what I will do is that print df underscore employee, and I will pass this variable. Just like the, in case we define the column here, you remember this column I defined, then I pass this inside to my data frame as a list object. The same thing what I'm doing here. This is true and false. Then what will be output now? Now the output will change, because now this understand that you understand this wall will go to each and every row, and whenever it is true, false. But now if when you pass this filter condition to as a list to the data frame, then it will consider the true part. Whichever is true, it will give in the out. Now if I run this, obviously we'll get
Samir
Samir
and
and
Ajit.
Ajit only. Okay, that makes sense. Very good on this part.
Yes.
And you can negate the condition as well. Okay, so suppose you want only the female members. There is two ways to do it. The first thing is either I can say there are three ways. The first is I can put equals to female. Okay, that we will get it. Okay, that I'm not doing it. Or we can do one more two ways, is that before to your condition put a tilde mark. Till sign. You remember the till. You understand that where is in your keyboard before to the one there is a keyboard is there. Then shift and that sign. That's called a tilde. Okay. That if you run it now, then it will negate the condition. Now it will give you the true becomes false and false become true. Okay. Now if I run this, then I
I'll
will
get
get
Priya.
only the Priya. Okay. This is one way. Or instead of writing this, you can directly say not equals to male also. Like this. This is also possible. Okay. The same output. Nothing will change. But that will be helpful when this is quite helpful whenever you have a multiple condition. Just think like that. I will come to that. So whenever you have a multiple condition and whole condition, you want to make it as a negate, then this will be really helpful. Okay, we are good on this part.
Yeah.
And no questions up to here at least. Okay. So now let's try to put some double conditions. Double condition in the sense I will put let's say the first condition I want to put df category. This time I'm just planning to put in a different way on the other syntax. Okay, let's do like this: df dot category, df dot category instead
Underscore.
of putting
TF
instead of
underscore employee.
okay, yeah, df underscore employee dot category. Okay, just like other syntax. Either I can put in a square bracket, but I'm going through other route for your understanding. But I never used. Okay, I'm very clear on this. So I'm saying let's take for the furniture an AND operator. I just want to give an AND operator in Python. So in AND operator in Pandas rather is this only ampersand, not double ampersand. Okay. Then I will say df dot sales is, let's take greater than 2000. Oh, sorry, df underscore employee. Sorry. Okay. So this is the way. Now if I pass this information to here, df.employee and a filter, then it will both condition, it will check and it will give you the output. Oh, sorry.
Samir,
This one I need.
furniture is in the other one. See,
Yeah, yeah,
CSV
I
file.
got it. My bad. Let's go here. Okay, sorry. Really sorry. There's a confusion. I need to do it. So let's do like this: df here and df here and df here. Okay, I'm just putting this one, comment it out. This one also comment it out so that you can understand properly. Okay, now in this case, the category goes to furniture and sales greater than 2000 and run it. We will get the output around 40 rows. We got this. Okay, so this is the data we are filtering out based on the two conditions. And even we can put the or condition as well. Suppose you want to get those on the category, let's take furniture and technology, both or technology. So I can say something like the same thing. I can say df equals to, this is clear, right? This whatever I write here.
Yes.
Is it clear? Yeah. Okay. So now suppose I want to say this equals to technology. I can put a or condition here also with just a pipe. Okay. Now if I run this, then I will get all the records from the furniture and we'll see tomorrow that how to get the all the rows and all the columns, but anyway it is satisfying the condition. Okay, all right, any questions up to here?
Yeah, Samir, in
Mm-hmm.
SQL, to get the full row, we are using all star, but here we don't use star. Anyway, we are getting the all rows, right? Like all columns in whatever we are giving the condition. So we don't need to mention anything here. Like default, it will give the row.
Means you are saying select star from the table name, that's what
Yes,
you're saying.
yes,
Okay,
but here we don't
so
use star anything here.
okay, I missed it one part. See, this is pandas is a two things. When you are connecting to a SQL, right? There you can write the normal select statement only, like select whatever you're writing on your Suppose you are testing a big query on the select, and that directly we can put it into a data frame. We can do that in Inca database. This is the CSV file. This is not a SQL. So, and you are treating this as a SQL because Pandas data frame is like a table. In this one, there will be no star, nothing will be there because this is just like a column access. We are saying it's an Excel file. Okay, it's a file system.
Okay, Swami.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what.
so okay, Swami. So if I want to get only one or two columns in specific condition,
That we
like
are
in
already
this,
did. Already we
okay,
did, right?
so, by comma, yeah, by using that. Okay, Swami. Yeah, that way. Okay, Swami. Yeah.
Or
So
even
with
or
if we don't, yeah, if we don't mention the column name, it will give the whole row.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Got
And
it.
if you create a list out of that, put your every column here and just access that. That is also will work out. This for example, I've already done it. 3 columns.
Yes, Swami. Okay, Swami. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Samir, how do
Mm-hmm.
you convert an Excel file into a CSV file?
No, nothing. I just saved it. That's what. I saved it because I want to show you in the CSV. That's what some encoding problem happened. So that's why I'm using this.
Okay, because
Same.
the orders file you have shared with us, right, long back. Is it the
Mm-hmm.
same file for SQL you had?
I think the same file only, but there will be slightly. I can share this file. Don't worry.
Okay, okay.
To CSP. Yeah. Okay. Now suppose the think like that. I'm giving another last example for today is called the in operator. In operator is what, guys? What do you mean by in operator?
Uh,
When you have a
we have
list of item and you want to select from that.
So here, suppose let's take an example of a city. In the city, suppose I want to select couple of values. So if this is the way I will do the syntax, then my syntax will be very much lengthy, right? df.city equals to this, or df.city equals to this, or df.city equals to this, or df.city equals to this. Like that, we need to maintain. They're a very big syntax, correct? Instead of writing, suppose let's say in this case I'm giving an example of category like furniture, technology, and I want to take the office supplies as well in one syntax. So for that, I have a in OR operator, I have another way to write this is something like this. So let's create a list first. So let's say I'm creating a list this. So whatever the things I want to access. So I will say furniture, then I will say, or you can add anything here. You can put office supplies, whatever maybe you want to. Just like the column case, now I am giving the filter, I am just giving as a list here. Now what I will do here in this case is the filter equals to, instead of writing all these things, I can say df either this way or this way. Anything is fine. Okay, yes, category. Okay, then if I'm not wrong, is in. I think so. Is in category. Hopefully it should work. Okay. So what I'm saying is I'm creating a list of what are the filter item I want to create it. Then I'm creating a filter object. So I'm saying df dot that column name is in is the operator. I'm passed on this. Instead of writing everything, I'm just writing here. Then yes, it's working. So this is the in operator in Pandas. Okay. Any questions? Do you have any questions? Hello?
Samir, if we have to just take one, just pull out one record from the whole file, like
That
how
we
we
have
put conditions, will
uh,
we have,
first row in which row? Index wise or column wise?
either way, just one value if I want to, only one record, one row I want to pull out. How can I just do?
Then we have a choice of iloc, right? Iloc
Oh,
of 0.
okay, ilocs only. Okay.
Yeah, iloc lock. Okay, I think I'm
yes,
done for
Swami.
today.